Alright, welcome to the silver case, for real this time. I hope the Grasshopper manufacturer and the developer's title cards recorded properly, because the way the game is coded, if you press any button, including whatever I have set up for recording, it just skips those cards immediately. So let's hope that is down. Oh, my title screen is falling apart. I hope it doesn't cause a memory overflow or something. I wonder if they playtested it, leaving it running for a few hours. That would be interesting. So we're ready, we've seen the HD introduction, the HD opening, and as you've seen, they have definitely improved some parts of it. Oh, hello. No, we're not going to watch it. We're not going to watch it again. But I kind of like the Hello, skip it. Okay, I like the HD opening in that they changed the music to be a bit more mellow. But the electronic action soundtrack of the original is nice. Right, let's start a new game. We have a choice between Nihongo and English. Let's stick to English. Let's stick with what we know. Who are you? Oh, it needs a save file name and a name by which all other characters in the game are going to call us. Well, we know a name. You are going to be a Yasu. That's going to be very fitting for our role. Oh, fancy. We're starting with Chapter 0. Oh, no. Okay, I hope you like the keyboard sound, because that's 99.9 sound effects, 99.9% of the sound effects that play throughout the game are this sound. Actually, I may be underestimating it a bit. But, yeah, unlike Yuji Horii, Suda51 doesn't mind starting with a plot dump coming out of nowhere. And in fine Suda51 fashion, his world, it makes no sense. So yeah, there's a special administrative region, where 80% people are poor, and 20% are wealthy. And they did it on purpose. Magic. Again, I can fast forward this text, which is nice. Wait, oh, okay, it's fast forwarded too much. Anyway, yes, apparently people have different access to information. That is the difference between the rich and the poor. Which is weird. Yes, a population of 100,000. Why do they do this? Like, what is the purpose of it? Mayor Hachisuka. Fifth term of office. They give the mayor something to do. Heinous Crimes Unit eradicates transmittable crimes. What are transmittable crimes? Oh, I guess we'll find out. Yes, this is the chapter where we find out what the hell a transmittable crime is. The silver case. Yes, so the game called the silver case doesn't actually give us the silver case. The silver case is already sold. It's already closed. But apparently there are some leftovers. Well, that Kamui must have been really famous if the guy who arrested him is some kind of celebrity in the police. Special Agent Tetsugoro Kusabi. Get used to this name. He's not the main character, but he is fairly close to one. It's like our boss. Actually, no, he's not our boss. That's a funny thing about that. That's very important. The dead of winter. Well, let's do it. Let's see what happened. Bank. I assume it's a river bank. Relaxing. This is not the last time Suda51 actually has words to say about the soundtrack of his own game. This is where I get to add something. As I mentioned in the primer video, this is the very first game Suda51 made from scratch. I mean, designed and developed from his plan. Before that, he'd started in the early 90s at Human Entertainment, where he worked on Fire Pro Wrestling games. He made one in a production role. It didn't do any creative control, he just helped to get it organized. But then they put him on another Fire Pro Wrestling game, and that time they gave him some creative control. They let him write a story. And so he wrote a story which famously goes roughly like this. As in most fighting games, wrestling games, whatever, your character trying to become the champion, you win the game, and you become the champion, yes. But in the process, your character loses all the people he loves, or cares about, and so when you win, your character kills himself. So after this bit of fun, Human Entertainment took away Suda's creative control and Fire Pro Wrestling and put him on a couple of adventure games called Twilight Syndrome. I think there were 2 of those. And again, he just helped with production, and then they let him have creative control again on the follow-up to these called Moonlight Syndrome. And Suda51 filled this whole game with basically Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks was a major fad in mid-90s Japan. I don't know why, I haven't read up on that yet, I know I looked it up a few times, and yes, mid-90s Japan was absolutely nuts over Twin Peaks. So Moonlight Syndrome was a game where a parallel reality started bleeding into our world, and some young people got caught up in this, and people die, and parallel reality gods appear in our world and do stuff, and it's all terrible, and not many characters of Moonlight Syndrome survived Moonlight Syndrome. Which brings us to Suda's first own game, where he had all the control. Sorry, Tetsu. Looks like. That Tetsu is one of the surviving characters of the Moonlight Syndrome. Yes, one of the very, very few surviving characters of Moonlight Syndrome. And, well, that thing he's holding in his hand, it's a severed head. If you get the silver case on Steam, or maybe on some other platforms, you also get a bonus prequel comic, which specifically explains this character. And it explains this character by giving you a short bit of the story from Moonlight Syndrome. And the head he's holding is his well, not ex, just possibly still current girlfriend and sister, because that's how Suda51 writes his plots. Yeah, so she's not a surviving character of Moonlight Syndrome, but she gets to star in this one, too. Oh, shit. Well, that was certainly a random encounter. Gotta say, I really like what this game does to music. It knows when to kill it. It's very tense. Do we have competitors? The Silver Case sure likes its animations of guns, though I don't think you ever get to use them. Private railroad satellite? What? I need to say, the music is the reason I'm doing this in video, as opposed to with like just a screenshot let's play. Well, I could do without this sound. There is a certain vibe you need to feel before we go to Flower, Sun and Rain and get the full extent of the whiplash. That sounds like... You know, there are some developer profiles in mobby games written by developers themselves. This sounds like one of those. You know, it's a guy copy-pasting from his resume. Wait. We had two factions comprised of two separate factions. What? So another guy involved in a Silver Case is in that other public safety department. Hey! They name-dropped us. Yasu. That's us. Oh, this is their very first mission. The very first mission of this unit in another police force? What is happening? Why is... Oh, well... I guess we get to see some of that, some of this guy's night too. Hey, it's the party van. It's coming. And the music is different. The one we had with Tetsu was almost like a solo. This one is a more complicated tune. Pay attention to the design of this tower in case we see it anywhere later. Make a mental note of it. Okay, so they're trying to be all secretive. Alright. And they don't know who the detective is. Range of level W? What? Oh no, they're talking secret military jargon. The game just stutter. Oh, crap. I don't know why it does it. Some people it never runs, so I'll take this. Okay, so what's the plan? Right, we're in this van. We're Yasu. We're in this van. We're not with Tetsu. Okay, what's the plan? Armament of level X or below. What? How many levels are there? Okay. Simple enough. Get the guy on the roof, kill him. Thank you. I'll be with you in spirit. And that means... Actually, I do. By the way, the game does flash the names of the people who are talking right next to their portrait in, like, pixelated fonts. Dot matrix printer. Alright, let's try to see if we can smile in the end. That's a good way to start the evening. No, I don't. Are you trying to do a like in Star Wars prequels? Explain the plot without having it. Oh, this guy was in the Syndicate, so this is ex-mafia guy. What's he doing here? Apart from being expendable. And he just doesn't shut up. And I'm wondering which of these people is more on edge. So the chief picked, for his special forces unit, he picked a guy who could not land a single shot. You know, we may have made a certain mistake when picking our employer. Shit. Can we please have the party van music, because this is getting nerve-wracking. That's Tetsu music, right? Yes, that's his car. He doesn't talk as much as those idiots. That's a good question. That's the party van music. I see we're not in a particular hurry. That's going to go well. And there we are. Did you just see the headlights through the wheel arc when the camera was looking at this thing from behind? Yes, stop showing us the cauliflower. We want to go in. We want to do something. Stop a killer. What? I thought we're supposed to have a plan. Oh! Oh. Right. Thanks, I'm totally convinced in the full success of this operation. Why is his nose red? Like, has he been drinking? Are we fighting a bioweapon? Oh, he's here. Tetsu is here. Bring us some common sense, please. Alright, we're getting a slightly less awkward form of exposition. Two old friends remembering everything about their lives. When I see somewhat awkward translations in, you know, awkward pronouns in translations from Japanese, at least now I know that Japan doesn't really like pronouns. So they kind of have to be filled in. And sometimes people don't seem to guess right. Who is this a character? It must be his daughter, right? What do you mean by that? Oh, finally. Okay, the chances of success have gone up considerably. What? It's one guy with a revolver. How bad can it be?